The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Non-Stop Honor Championship. Introducing the challenger. From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 232 pounds, Miles Wildman. And his opponent, from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Non-Stop Honor Champion, the Dragon, Aiden Gallagher.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode this week of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. And we're going to start things off nice and caliente with the Kappa Championship being up for grabs in our opening contest. I can't remember the last time that's happened against two very formidable opponents. And I'm sure Miles Wildmore remembers his time as a normal regular Miles Wildmore, not being corrupted by his own madness, trying to go for this title belt back in the day against Azarain. It's been a while since he's actually attempted to try to go for this title belt. Of course, he's been going at Linky's throat for months and months and months and months, so it's kind of strange to see Miles actually taking on somebody else for a change that isn't Linky. Oh, you want a Bean Boozled? All right, here you go. I got one right here. What is it? I just popped one out. What flavor is this? I think you just gave me a stinky sock. So thank you for that. That's real nice. It's real nice. Yeah, that tastes real good. Thank you. Yep. That put a sock in my mouth. Well, Miles got stunned there after the slam, and Aiden Gallagher was able to make short work of him with a few stomps and a stun gun. Miles Wildmore's back, though. But he gets back body dropped. And now we're back to square one with the Kappa title hanging in the balance. The one title that that must be defended every 7 days. Every Tuesday night, it has to be put on the line. Aiden Gallagher has been a phenomenal force being Kappa champion ever since he won it away from Lucinda several weeks ago. He's defeated formidable opponents left and right to keep the belt around his waist, and Miles almost took it away from him right there. That would be a great next chapter for Miles and the madness if he was able to come back out of nowhere and win the Kappa title after winning his rivalry against Linky at Scars and Stripes. And here he goes, somersault unprettier there on the champion, the Kappa champion, Aiden Gallagher, but he's able to power out. Miles now hoisting Aiden Gallagher into the powerbomb position and hits a sit-out powerbomb. As we have a 1.5 star match rating so far. Still early in the matchup, but Aiden Gallagher has been taking kind of a beat down here. I'm actually surprised that Aiden Gallagher wasn't waiting out by the ring and ambushing his challenger like he has been doing pretty much every chance he can when the title belt's on the line. Tonight, he did not do that. I guess he decided that he was going to try to tackle Miles Wildmore on fair and square for a change instead of ambushing him on his way to the ring. And now we're on the outside of the ring. Standard rules apply. And
Everybody hydrate right now. Drink water.
Oh yes, thank you. I do have a water right here. Appreciate that. Miles getting rolled back into the ring. Aiden Gallagher, finisher locked and ready. Which one's he going to go for? Oh, looks like a dragon suplex. He's won many matches with that maneuver right there, but doesn't bridge into the pin. Probably knew he was far too close to the ropes. And we get a rope break. Pulls him away from the ring ropes. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough? No. Miles still alive in this match for the Kappa Championship in our opening contest. Now we're up to a 3-star. Miles fires back. A couple of lariats. Taking Aiden Gallagher down. Miles off the ropes. Hits the high angle drop kick. And Aiden Gallagher is down and stunned as Miles is going to go to the middle ring rope and walks the ropes. Oh, look at that. Does the double clapper elbow drop off the middle ring rope onto Aiden Gallagher. Now hooks the leg. 1, 2, almost gets it. Aiden Gallagher kicks out. Tie up once again. Miles getting reversed. Aiden Gallagher now trying to take the initiative, hits a snake eyes on Miles in the corner. Going for some stomps. Miles now hitting a nail in a coffin. Spiking Aiden in the middle of the ring. Very close back and forth match we have going here right now. Miles Wildmore scoop slamming Aiden into the mat. But he's already back up to his feet, catching Miles off the top ring rope. I think Miles was going to go for some high risk off the top rope. Uh-oh. And he pops Aiden Gallagher out of nowhere, spins him around, hits the unprettier face buster, goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and Aiden Gallagher, oh my God. Aiden Gallagher 1 second away from, actually less than a second away from losing his title belt there after all these weeks to Miles Wildmore, who's looking real good tonight. But now Aiden Gallagher coming back. Several axe handles and a tilt-a-whirl slam. And now Aiden Gallagher's feeling it while Miles is stunned. He pops him, spins him around. Nice suplex, turns him inside out, drops him on the back of his head. And Aiden Gallagher back in control, it seems, for the time being. And now he's going to go for the cover on Miles, almost narrowly losing this match in his title belt, but Miles powers out. And this match will continue now. Very close. This one could go either way for sure. And there's an Oklahoma Stampede slam there from the Kappa champion, Aiden Gallagher, defending his title here tonight, this Tuesday. Miles slow to get to his feet. Aiden Gallagher, finisher locked in. He may try to utilize it here. Miles reversing out, hits a reverse DDT. And this one's not quite over yet. Miles with a few stomps. 4-star match rating. Another tie-up. Miles trying to direct traffic. There's a Be Wild sign in the background there. Oh, and a Yakuza kick from Aiden Gallagher. But Miles slips out of the ring. Trying to cause a distraction. Aiden Gallagher slips out, hits Miles with a DDT, spikes his head into the mat. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. People don't usually last long in this. This is it. That's going to be it. Wait, what? Miles got out. The Dragon Sleeper with the leg grapevine. People usually tap out within seconds once they get latched into that thing. I don't know how Miles got out of that. That was incredible. Aiden Gallagher thought it was over. I thought it was over. Everyone thought it was over. Miles somehow still alive. Hits that somersault prettier once again. The facebuster spiking Aiden Gallagher's face in the mat. I have a feeling Miles may have it here. I can't believe it. 1, 2. No. Aiden Gallagher still fights through it and is still alive in this match. I can't believe it. What a great match this has been to start us off tonight. 4-star match rating. As Miles vies for the Kappa Championship. Discus lariat by Miles, catching Aiden Gallagher off guard. Both individuals have finishers locked in. Miles going to try to go for the top rope. This could be that Harlem Hangover. Oh my God. The distance, the height of Miles off the top rope with the Harlem Hangover leg drop off the top rope. Goes for the cover here on Aiden Gallagher. 2, 3. Miles Wildmore has done it. Miles Wildmore has dethroned Aiden Gallagher as Kappa champion, and I think Miles just won the Kappa title for the first time ever here at CPW. First, he wins against the Linky in the rivalry, and then comes back and wins his first title belt in CPW. All right, we're starting this one early this week with your first chance to try to find Jimmy Zaz. Can you spot Jimmy Zaz in the arena somewhere? This is your chance to try to find him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Help! 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 Help me, Leon!
Whoa! The hell was that? Got you off guard, didn't I? Just trying to have fun. Thanks.
Colorado Springs, Colorado, Kitty.
Wait, what? We're having a match here. What? Rasher? I would never expect this kind of action from Rasher. Rasher was already out of the ring and ambushes Kitten on the way to the ring. I can't believe that. Of all the people in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, I would never expect someone like Rasher to do something like that. That is completely uncharacteristic of Rasher to do that. She's usually one for the good guys, the heroes. But instead, she decides to come out here and ambush Kitten on the way to the ring. That's crazy. I've never seen that kind of characteristic trait from Rasher ever, as long as I've seen her compete inside the ring. As we have our next official match, second official match tonight, it's going to be Kitten versus Rasher one-on-one, set for the ladies division here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. And thank you so much, Miles, for the raid. Welcome in. I hope the stream was amazing. Looks like you were doing some Delta Rune. You like that game. You like that Delta Rune. Welcome in, Raiders. Spider68. How's it going? Welcome in. Hello. This is our Tuesday night wrestling show. Everybody you see on this show is a Twitch community member, a viewer, or a fellow streamer. This usernames are at the bottom of the screen if you want to keep track of who's wrestling who in each and every match. Thank you so much for the raid, Miles. And by the way, your birthday is tomorrow, so it was almost perfect timing that you were able to dethrone Aiden Gallagher. Ever since he won the Kappa title back over Lucinda several weeks ago, Miles Wildmore, the new Kappa champion of CPW, he has dethroned Aiden Gallagher here tonight. Aiden Gallagher winning the Kappa title back on July 1st. July 1st. So Aiden Gallagher had the belt for over a month. Very, very impressive reign, having defended the title belt every Tuesday night. I'm not sure if he's going to beat the Zombies record at 85 days. No, not even close. However, he might be in second place, beating Azarine's record at 43. And of course, if you want to check all those statistics out, you can always type !CPW in the chat. Whether you're on Twitch or Kick right now watching, we're dual streaming on both. And it will take you to the Croakitoad Pro Wrestling webpage where you can see title histories and all that good stuff. But yes, Miles Wildmore, after our opening contest, is the new Kappa champion. So he'll have to, now that he's celebrated and won his first title belt here at CPW, now he'll have to focus on defending the belt next Tuesday. And I feel like Aiden Gallagher may have a little bit of dispute against that, and he may be wanting a rematch shot next Tuesday. So we shall see. And there's Kitten with the butterfly suplex on the Rasher, going for the cover and gets it. Look at that. Wow, Kitten making short work of Rasher tonight. That's crazy. We haven't seen Rasher in quite some time. I guess she just has some ring rust, and Kitten comes out here and makes a huge statement here against Rasher tonight, winning in quick fashion here on tonight's show.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Terrors from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Necromancer. And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, Psycho!
All right, next match. Match number 3. I just realized my Twitch title has been set to Alien Baby Pregnancy Announcement. Thank you for doing that, my lovely mod. You know who you are. And it doesn't have anything to do with me being at QuakeCon and sharing the same bed with Signified every night. Jay Hair's face paint was finally provided, yes, after the great 2K meltdown of 2025, actually the third one, if we're trying to keep track, right? It looks like Psycho's gear has been, in fact, reinstated, at least until the next update when he comes out completely naked. Oh look, it's an urn. Psycho, he's looking inside the urn. What is in there? Whose ashes are there? Are there even ashes in there? There is an urn under the ring. Psycho brought it out. Does it have anything to do with the fact that Necro is in this match? Is it Necro's urn? Does Necro know who is in the urn? He's picking it up. He was going to use it. This is an Extreme Rules Ow! Psycho lands spine first on that urn. Tad sad I didn't spoon him at QuakeCon. Great. Now you're just encouraging Celestia. Apparently, I am pregnant and I was probed by aliens when I was in Roswell back in July. That is the running joke and that is the running gag. I'm apparently pregnant with an alien baby after being probed after being in Roswell back in July for work-related travels. And now I am expecting a pregnancy soon to give birth to this alien living inside of me right now. I will let you all know the news as soon as it is delivered. As far as who did the probing, we're still trying to find out. And yes, we need to go to the Mari show. Wait, isn't the Mari show dead? I didn't know it was dead either. The missing boner. Wait, are we talking about missing boners? Are we talking about QuakeCon, or are we talking about in the match right now? As it regards to a skeleton with an urn with full of ashes. Boners could be taken a few different ways right now in different contexts at this current point in time. And I don't know what that soundbite was. I guess that's the sound of the boner. By the way, we've got an Extreme Rules hardcore matchup here between Necro and the former champion, Psycho. So far, we've seen the urn come into action, which is fully legal in this match type. Well, like Necro was going to try to decide to go for another weapon, but he decided against it. And we're back in the ring now. If Necro can win here against Psycho, a.k.a. Jay here, the former hardcore champion, that could really push him up the ranks. As we know right now in the hardcore title division, Jess Moxie is the current champion, and Psycho T is hot on his heels to try to get that title back. But that could change in an instant. Uh-oh. Here comes Neck. Oh, my God. Just spikes Psycho's head into the mat. Good God. There's an explosion in the ring.
Oh, yes!
And somewhere Paul Bearer is very excited seeing that urn. Psycho able to reverse the onslaught. Just to let you all know, we do have Tad Libs scheduled for tonight. We do have storyline continuations as we head into our major event for the month of August. News of that will be revealed very soon as Psycho hits the over-the-top elbow bopper and uses, finally, the urn is being used here tonight in this matchup. Necro getting cracked over the skull with the urn. Psycho backing up into the corner and hits the running buff blockbuster onto Necro, who is stunned. Is that going to be enough? No. And the Necromancer will kick out. Psycho going to try to go back to the well a second time here. Out of the corner. Oh my goodness. And kicks the teeth right out of Necro almost. Standing sidekick. But Necro's back. Slips out of that maneuver. Drops Psycho on his head. But Psycho's back in control again. No, never mind. Back body dropped. Someone's dear, poor, beloved ashes are in that urn. And nice sidewinder suplex from Psycho onto Necro. Goes for the lateral press, but he kicks out. And Psycho again going back to the other corner. This could be another super kick out of the... Necro needs a duck out of this thing. Oh, he caught it. Look at that. Necro. Smarter than your average Necromancer skeleton. Was able to see that one coming. But did not see that low drop kick coming. Psycho trying to go for the toe kick, but Necro a little bit faster. Pops him in the corner. But Psycho reverses back and hits a nice head scissors. And Psycho backing up into the corner again. He's going to try to go for that running blockbuster again. Hits it. Necro stunned. Is that going to be enough? Man, Psycho with fast-paced offense here, not letting Necro really catch a breath. Psycho is all over the place right now. I'm actually also kind of surprised more weapons have not been put to use in this match. Psycho with a little taunting after some pops, jabs, and bops. And okay, Psycho must have heard me here at commentary. Now going for a weapon. Uh-oh, here comes a stop sign. Oh! He just throws the stop sign into the kneecaps of Necro. Gonna try to use it again. Oh, and whacks Necro in the back. Uh-oh. And the Necro has just utilized some mystical powers by turning the lights off in the building, magically standing behind Psycho, but Psycho's not gonna fall for it. Comes firing right back with another blockbuster, running blockbuster. Oh my God, try as he may, Necro turned the lights off on the building on us, but Psycho was ready for him and countered the attempt, and the former Hardcore Champion will win here tonight in a great back and forth matchup. All right, I actually realized that the stream had not
GG.
the stream had not actually started yet over on Kick, but it is actually on now. So the Kick stream has officially turned on. We are live on Kick.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Power Trip from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Maggie Moore. And her opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Goddess Dawn.
All right, here we go. Match number 4 tonight. We've got Maggie Moore taking on Goddess Dawn, one-on-one singles action in the ladies division. We shall see who walks out with the big dub on this week's episode of CPW tonight. Should be a great back and forth contest. We've seen kind of a mixture of men's roster and then women's roster so far tonight, piggybacking back and forth as we near closer to the storyline element part of our show. Of course, the biggest news tonight so far is the fact that we have a brand new Kappa champion in our opening contest with a 4.5 match star rating. Miles Wildmore defeating Aiden Gallagher to win the Kappa title for the first time ever in CPW, and also his first title belt ever in CPW. It'll be interesting to see if Aiden Gallagher shoots for a rematch on next Tuesday's show after losing it after so long, and how that's going to go moving forwards with Miles as the new Kappa champion. Maggie Moore waiting for Dawn to get to her feet and drops her with a shoulder breaker. Goes for the cover after the fact, but this is a little bit too early in the match to be trying to put anyone away. I mean, it never hurts to try, at least. This is definitely going to be a big test for Maggie Moore, as she's a relative newcomer to the wrestling ring. Goddess Dawn has been doing it for years, dating all the way back to the Lakitos. The aforementioned showing up in the crowd in the background just now. Some people remembering Goddess Dawn back at her Lakitu days. Been around the block a few years for sure. But Maggie Moore, no slouch either in her short time here at CPW, already winning the Kappa Championship and proving to be a solid competitor here in the ranks of CPW for sure. Being mentored by her husband, Nathan Moore, obviously. Former world heavyweight champion and other multiverses, and the first ever international champion of CPW, in fact. Okay, we're getting kind of danger close on the ring count on the outside of the ring. Standard match here, 7 count. Maggie Moore needs to get back into the ring before this count gets to a 10, and she's going to do that. You always hate to see a match end in that kind of conclusion, so you never want to see people get counted out, but it does happen from time to time. Goddess Non now taking Maggie over to the other side of the ring, but she's going to disrupt that attempt. By the way, for those keeping count here at Croakitoad outside of Tuesday nights, yes, we had a very successful and amazing QuakeCon from Wednesday to Sunday. Thank you all for tuning in while we were down in Dallas. It was me, it was Signified, it was Wizard Boz, it was Razorback Hitman, as well as Modern Slave and Maddie Too Ratty and Phantom Caboose, otherwise known as Gumby Vince, all down at QuakeCon, and Tommy Spud, of course. We had a great time. Thanks for tuning in and watching the streams while we were down there. We had a great time. If you want to check out the photo dump or the photo gallery from us being at QuakeCon, you can always do now. It is a command in the chat, !QuakeCon. It'll take you to the Facebook photo gallery if you want to take a look and see what kind of amazing computer rigs were down there that people brought, and just like group shots of us being down there in the puppy room and the boba tea area, and just all kinds of really fun photos you can take a look at by going to !QuakeCon. And hopefully we'll have more people next year coming in, maybe Hype, maybe Azure Rain, maybe Coke Soda Can, maybe a few other people coming in, and we'll have a full Croakitoad gaming clan down there. It'd be great. Shadow, oh, Goddess On hitting the running Enziguri out of the corner onto Maggie Moore, kicking her on the side of the head, but she's able to kick out before the 3. Maybe the alien baby. Yes, if I can conceive the alien baby in time for August next year, maybe I can leave it with you at home, Celestia, and then therefore I can actually go ahead and go on my trip. So I will leave the baby with you, and the alien baby with you, and I will therefore be able to go on my trip as planned. Here comes Goddess Dawn. Rope assisted feet off the middle ring rope, dropping Maggie Moore face first in the mat. Shades of Trish Stratus a little bit there. And it looks like Dawn's going to once again go for that running Enziguri, kicking Maggie in the side of the head. She fell for it twice now. And now goes for the cover. Goddess Dawn. No, Maggie Moore powers out. Who is the father? Well, Celestia seems to think it's somebody else, but I personally seem to think it might be Celestia is the father. But she continues to deny that. And it keeps telling me that I need to have a DNA test to see who the father is. But I have apparently become pregnant with an alien child, and I'm not sure who the father is. So hopefully we'll find that out, and we'll release that in court documents, and maybe it'll turn into a CPW angle and storyline. Maggie Moore now. It's got Dawn up on the shoulders, power on position, but she fights out. Oh, look at this. Maggie Moore rolls her up. La Maestro Cradle, but only a kick out at 1. Morsel, it could have been Morsel. It could have been, yes, as his theme song applies, somebody's going to get pregnant. I don't remember ever spending any time with Morsel, but who knows? It could have happened. You never know. I did share a bed with Signified for 4 nights in a row down at QuakeCon, but no kind of hanky-panky did occur. I can confirm that as well. So we don't have to worry about that. As Goddess Dawn, after a Dogman Slam, is able to get the win over Maggie Moore tonight. Great back and forth match, but it looks like Goddess Dawn's experience won her out a match here tonight. She's got like some bruises on her face. Maggie Moore did some damage to Dawn tonight. Look at that bruising. But Dawn walks away with the win tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, Ray North. And his opponent, from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 254 pounds, Mike Mayhill.
All right, we've got ourselves quite the contest here. We've got Raynor taking on Mike Metal. One-on-one heads-up competition here in our fifth match of the night, and kind of following suit with a kind of a pattern of a rhythm we have going on tonight. We got men's matches, women's matches, women's matches, kind of piggybacking back and forth. We'll see if that actually continues throughout the night. Probably not. But this should be a great match between two very similar guys in terms of wrestling style, both hard-hitting with a little bit of technical variety, but mostly trying to utilize hard fists and hard kicks to do the damage, but with a little bit of suplexes mixed in there into the arsenal. These two guys actually more similar than you would probably think, so this should be a really great match back and forth. I'm not sure if this is the first time these two have ever met. Probably is, but should be a good one nevertheless. We'll see how this one breaks down, as Raynor definitely more in the Young Lions title division right now, looking to get back to the top of the mountain. We remember back at the very early stages of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, it was actually Raynor and Rock Hard Meat that were going toe-to-toe for the Young Lions Championship to establish the belt. And it was, I believe it was Rock Hard Meat that actually won that out, if I'm not mistaken. So Raynor this close from establishing the Young Lions title division way back in the day when CPW first started. Looking to get back to the top of the mountain for sure. And then, of course, Mike Metal has been around the block for many, many years in many different multiverses, looking to get himself back to the top of the mountain as well and get back into a title hunt of some kind. We'll see what happens here. A win here for either one of these individuals will do a great service to them moving forwards, fighting through the legions and ranks of CPW. Whoa, we're in fast forward. That was weird. Does this look like it's in fast forward to anyone? What is happening right now? What the fuck was that? I have never seen that before. Okay, thanks 2K. You never continue to surprise me with your broken game. Whatever. Nevertheless, we're out of that submission predicament, and Raynor gets snake eyes into the corner. Mike Metal currently in control now. After that, just out of nowhere fast forwardage of the video game. Never seen that before. But what do you expect from 2K? Outside of the ring now, as Raynor gets dropped face first into the hard ring apron. Mike Metal trying to direct traffic as we get a close look of our official sponsors here at Croakitoad. Humble Bundle Partner, the Udi, Smack and Sunflower Seeds, Rogue Energy Drink, and of course our newest sponsor here at Croakitoad, Poggers Energy as well. Represented every Tuesday night here at CPW. As Raynor stands on that Kick logo, we are currently streaming on Kick as well, kick.com, Croakitoad over there as well. Thanks everyone for being here tonight and watching the show this Tuesday night. And again, I will mention, if anyone is not officially in the CPW roster, just feel free to hit me up with a Discord DM and we can get your wrestler on the show. It's a very simple process. It's computer versus computer. You don't need the video game. All you have to really do is just be here and watch every Tuesday night and let the storylines and matches play themselves out. It's real simple. We do have very limited spots left, maybe about 9 spots left on the 100-person roster. It's very stacked and very full. For the men's and women's division, in fact. Mike Metal climbing back into the ring at 6. Raynor going to follow suit. I believe both of these guys as well, just as a little bit of a shout out for this particular match. Both of these guys currently run their own EFed wrestling shows here on Twitch. I believe Raynor's is on Fridays. I'm not so sure about Mike Metal's, but definitely check them out if you like the EFed scene here on Twitch. Mike Metal fires back, lariat, and another one. Ducks under Raynor, hits him with a power slam. Oh, standing sidekick. Almost knocks the beard off Raynor on that one. Pops him right in the face. He's ready and set and ready for a finisher. And here comes that patented Osaka street cutter he's been known for many years. Raynor getting nailed with it. Straight into the pin, and Raynor powers out. Wednesday nights. Okay, there you go. Twitch is a great big giant land full of wrestling fans, so you're sure to catch shows like this on every night of the week here on Twitch for sure. Up and over back body drop from Raynor. But there is only one Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, there's only one CPW, baby. Oh, look at this. Raynor taking the time to undo the turnbuckle pad while Mike Metal was stunned. And he was actually able to do it and fire back in the time that Mike Metal was able to come back too. Exposing the steel buckle in the top left corner. We'll see if it comes into play at some point in this matchup. Usually it backfires, to be honest with you. Raynor now powerbomb position on Mike Metal and actually connects with it. Raynor trying to decide what to do next. So yeah, after our first matchup, Miles Wildmore, the new Kappa champion, his birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to Miles. A great big Croakitoad Pro Wrestling happy birthday to Miles Wildmore, winning the Kappa title just hours before his birthday. There you go. Talk about a great birthday present for sure. Raynor firing back. He's got the, oh, look at this. And we're back in fast forward mode again as we have a cross arm breaker applied by Raynor and a Mike Metal, but he's going to fight out of it before the tappy. I'm not sure what the deal is on that fast forward. Whatever is happening. Samoan drop from Mike Metal. Great back and forth match we have here. Oh, and a cutter out of nowhere. That'll get you. Raynor stunned and down. I think he's been busted open, in fact. Raynor's got a cut above his left eyebrow, I believe. Or so it seems. And just drops him with an Oklahoma slam. Dead center of the ring. Raynor set and ready with a finisher. Ooh, wow. A double axe handle. Discus punch onto Mike Metal, almost chopping his head clean off, punching his head like Jason Goes to Manhattan. And Raynor will pick up the 1-2-3. But you can see the effects of fighting Mike Metal tonight. He's got a cut on his face, but Raynor walks out the win here tonight. I correct myself. Looks like it's his left eyebrow. He's got a cut there somewhere in there.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 232 pounds, Julie S. And his opponent from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 202 pounds, Whiskers!
Wow, what the heck kind of match do we have here? This is like two mascots doing battle. And this is, from what I've been told, an Extreme Rules match as well. And we haven't seen Whiskers in a long time. I guess he realizes Easter is, I guess, not really around the corner, but I guess if he's going to get ready for Easter 2026, he needs to start getting in shape and getting his practice in the ring. So Whiskers has come out of the woods, out of the burrows, out of the out of the den, whatever, wherever he is at, to come out here to compete tonight against this other individual called Julius Stickman, who I believe we've seen one time before. And this just goes to show what kind of interesting creatures you'll see at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I mean, we just about got it all. From vampires to zombies to undead people to psychopaths to maniacs to power washers to prime bottles to evil guys to regular guys to whatever, sexual black stallions. There's no telling what you'll get in the lands of CPW. We just about have all of it. And that's just goes to show that is true. Oh, look at that. Nice move there from Whiskers onto Julius Stickman, who has the height advantage on Whiskers tonight. An egg stream rules match. Indeed, yes. Not like Ravens rules, but an egg stream rules match. Yes, it is. With Whiskers involved, it certainly is. That is for sure. And Whiskers delivers the shoulder breaker on Julius Stickman. Collision in the ring. So weapons are allowed in this thing. We just haven't seen them yet come into play. Julius Stickman trying to fire back, but Whiskers was ready for him. Jockeying for position inside the ring, and it looks like Julius Stickman's gonna follow Whiskers out of the ring. I thought maybe weapons were gonna come out into play in this thing, but not quite yet. Oh, there he goes. Julius Stickman electing to go for the, what is that, an apple? Out of all the things you can find under the ring, Julius Stickman brings an apple out. I guess he was trying to feed Whiskers. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, right? I mean, you want to feed the bunny rabbit. You want to get an apple. Maybe he's just trying to be friends with Whiskers, and Whiskers wasn't having any of it. Whiskers the rabbit here at CPW is actually more of a very mischievous kind of rabbit. He's definitely not your happy-go-lucky kid's mascot. I mean, he is, but there are definitely some ulterior motives under that suit. Oh my God, he just alley-ooped Julius Stickman's face into that apple. You see that apple rolling on the ring right now. And Julius Stickman has got him. Oh my God. An angel's wings from Julius Stickman, dropping Whiskers into the mat. And that apple is still rolling around. I'm waiting to see if that comes into play in this match. Nice reversal there. Ooh, nice move from Julius Stickman. Whiskers hippity hops back up to his feet and has got Stickman up in the powerbomb position, but he's gonna fire out of that one. And now it's Stickman's turn, and he's gonna connect with the kneeling powerbomb. And now go outside the ring for the next weapon, a basketball. Julius Stickman practicing his skills on the court, apparently. I mean, he looks like he's tall enough to be in. Oh, what the hell? He just chunks the basketball at Whiskers' face. I don't think Whiskers appreciated that very much. So now, so far in what is supposed to be an egg stream rules match, we've seen an apple and a basketball. Not really dangerous weapons if you were to look them up. Oh! And a bunny pump kick to Stickman takes him off his feet. Whiskers now whipping him across the ring, and there's another bunny hop kick onto Stickman, goes for the cover. Still a little bit early in the match, I'd say, but is trying to get the damage done. We'll see if he can capitalize. Ooh, nice move. Inside out. Drops him face first in the mat. Whiskers backing up into the corner. What's he going to go for? Oh, my goodness. Now, that was a bunny hop right there if I've ever seen one. Pulls the legs in for the pin, but looks like Stickman was still able to kick out of that predicament. Hoists him up. A shoulder breaker. Boy, we love those at CPW. And now it's Whiskers' turn to play basketball. Or not. Oh, body slams it right on the basketball. And now well, no, he's going to back up into the corner, but decides against it. Oh, Stickman reined him in and caught him with the toe kick. And Rick cords him in the face on the outside of the ring. And there's the apple, but just trolling him with the apple right now. Or trolling the audience, I don't know. What a strange match. All right, puppy, have a good one. Thanks for hanging. Stickman dropping face first into the mat. On the outside of the ring, you'll notice no countouts on this thing because it is an extreme rules match. I gotta remember that one. Referee not even following them out here, just gonna let them do what they want to do out here. Whiskers being thrown back into the ring. Numerous stomps, and now Stickman's ready for some kind of move. Here comes this. It's going to be Angel's Wings. Yeah, he hits him again with the Angel's Wings right next to the basketball. Whiskers may be out. No. Somehow Whiskers is able to survive. Oh, and he may be going for it another time here. No, Whiskers countered it. He saw it coming. And Stickman counters out of the predicament. There's that almost like a Death Valley driver of sorts. And he's got Whisker. What is this? Okay. Basketball-based offense there. I'm not sure that would be legal in the NBA, but it's anything goes here at CPW, so there you go. Just dribbles the ball into the top of Whiskers' head. Whiskers slow to his feet in the corner. Here's a tie-up. Whiskers trying to get some fire back with some offense here. Hoists him up again. Shoulder breaker. Whiskers now backing. Oh, he's going to go to the top now. First time in the match we've seen this. Whiskers. Oh, now that was a bunny hop. Hits him right dead square in the chest. Is it enough, though? No, not quite. 3.5 match star rating here. Whiskers rolling out of the ring. Going for a weapon. What's he going to go for this time? A chair. Well, there you go. We go from an apple and a basketball to a steel chair. I guess Whiskers has had enough playing with the kiddies, and now it's serious business time. Ooh. And now this one's starting to heat up here. Who's going to get the upper hand once we get back into the ring? That's the question. Powerbomb lung blower on the outside. Whiskers is stunned and out for right now. Stickman going under the ring for, oh my God, it's the Master Sword. What is that still doing under there? Oh my God, we saw this item debut in the feud between Miles and Linky, and somehow the Master Sword has stayed under the ring here at CPW and is now being found by other people on the roster. and utilized in matches such as this. Now Whiskers being taken back inside the ring in this match between basically two mascots of CPW here. Almost like two team mascots going toe-to-toe. And there's another Angel's Wings from Julius Stickman. Goes for the cover on Whiskers. Is that going to be it? And it is. Julius Stickman picks up the win here tonight in one-on-one action against Whiskers.
Here is your winner, Julie S.
All right, we've got Spike Ryan in the ring, and Mr. Coke is, oh my God, this feud is going bananas. Wait. Spike Ryan was originally set to take Mr. Coke tonight, and Mr. Coke says, I don't think so. You're facing Burnsy. And I think Spike Ryan doesn't like this, but maybe he does, because Burnsy is currently the Young Lions champion. So this might actually be what Spike Ryan really wants. Just a little bit of mind games here from Mr. Coke. All right, we're getting right into this thing. Spike Ryan was already out here at the ring, ready for his match one-on-one against Mr. Coke, a rematch from Scars and Stripes in the match that they had. But Mr. Coke said, I've got someone else for you. And so here we go. This is that match we saw for the Young Lions title back at Beach Brawl when Burnsy defeated Spike Ryan to become the new Young Lions champion. So it's almost like Mr. Coke almost did Spike Ryan a favor here, letting him get his hands on Burnsy. But we'll see how this one plays out, because Mr. Coke is at ringside, and he could definitely be a deciding factor in this matchup. Because we all know Mr. Coke has got plenty to say when it comes to Spike Ryan here in CPW. Of course, we know Burnsy has been an absolute menace here in CPW since winning the Young Lions Championship. Just dropping those slappers on everybody left and right. People just cannot seem to withstand those slappers. We saw just how quickly Puppy went down in that title match last time against Burnsy. All it took was about 3 slappers and Puppy was out. KIA in that Young Lions title match. Definitely one of the most feared moves in CPW right now. The hands, the dreaded slappers of Burnsy for sure. Of course, never a dull moment with the mental mind games of one Mr. Coke, whether it be transplanting faces onto images and just overall trolling people in the land of CPW, or even electing just to get a little bit hands-on during matches while he's outside of the ring, like this situation right here. Mr. Coke standing in the corner of Burnsy. He doesn't have anything to do with, he doesn't have any bones to pick with Burnsy, of course. He's out here to try to be a distraction to Spike Ryan and maybe try to make him lose this match tonight against Burnsy. but we'll see if that comes to fruition. Spike Ryan right now in control, hits a Oklahoma slam on a Burnsy, who's a little bit stunned and not really in it right now. Here comes that triple powerbomb set, one of the trademark moves of Spike Ryan. Connecting that, now goes for the cover. Referee swooping in to make it, but Burnsy able to get out. Still early in the match, though. Burnsy really hasn't had a chance to get any offense ever since he came out here as the new opponent for Spike Ryan tonight, throwing him off his mental game. Burnsy now trying to mount a comeback, and after a simple slam, decides to go for the cover and still gets a 2 count, surprisingly. Oh, and look at it. Oh, my God. Burnsy just hijacked the finisher of Spike Ryan. Look at that. That was the end of the day finishing move from Spike Ryan. Burnsy just espionage stole it. Stole it espionage style and almost beat him with his own finisher, but Spike Ryan kicks out. Burnsy now trying to get back in full control in this matchup and looking like he is. Popping away at Spike Ryan in the corner is the Young Lions champion with a little bit of a stare down on Spike Ryan now. This could be a rookie's mistake, allowing Spike Ryan to catch his breath. And the momentum has reset, it seems like. Spike Ryan back in control and hits another Oklahoma slam, going for the cover. Burnsy in a bad spot here, but he kicks out. Spike Ryan trying to continue with the assault, but Burnsy counters out of that. Hits the chop block. Spike Ryan hitting the toe kick, powerbomb position, and hits another powerbomb dead center of the ring. Burnsy's quick right back up to his feet. And here comes Spike Ryan going for the single leg crab, another move he's known for here. Burnsy up against the ring ropes, probably grabbed the ring rope to reset the submission, though. And now we're on the outside of the ring, away from Mr. Coke. Spike Ryan doing the right thing and rolling to the opposite side of the ring from where Mr. Coke is, because you know there'd be some kind of shenanigans involving outside interference had he went the other way. And Burnsy getting dropped and spiked on the back of his head again, this time on the outside of the ring. And these poisonous toxic fields here at Tuesday Night Toxic, live on Twitch and Kick. Burnsy rolled back in, looking not very good in this match, actually. Uh-oh, and there is the finisher from Spike Ryan, hitting end of the day on Burnsy. Is Mr. Coke going to do anything? No, Burnsy somehow kicks out before the 3. I can't believe it. Burnsy's really got to get something going here. He's been not on his game at all here. I think having Mr. Coke introduce him at the last second, maybe it was a surprise to Burnsy as well. Oh, did you see that? He tried to go for slappers, but Spike Ryan had the counter. Burnsy tried to go for the first slappers of the match, the move that has decimated everybody, but Spike Ryan countered it in the nick of time. And maybe Spike Ryan knows the counter to slappers. 1, 2, 3, and look at that. Spike Ryan picks up the win despite Mr. Coke's attempted trolling tonight. Spike Ryan pinning the Young Lions champion, non-title tonight. I think that means Spike Ryan is a shoo-in for the Young Lions title match coming up at the end of the month for sure. I don't think anyone can dispute that, no matter how much trolling Mr. Coke is going to try to continue to do to this guy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the good guys. From Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 232 pounds.
You just made the list!
How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Cowabunga!
And his opponent, representing the corporation from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, weighing in at 275 pounds, Donald O.
All right, these two know each other quite well over years past in separate multiverses. Grem and Domino, they've been there before, one-on-one. The top of the pile, king of the mountain in those world heavyweight title ranks. And Grem being our first. He's our, oh my God, did you see that chop to the throat from Domino, the cheap shot? What the hell was that all about? Domino going for the cheap shot. I mean, that's the part wasn't surprising, but it really caught Grem right in the throat there. That looked lethal. Of course, Grem being our first ever CPW Croakitoad Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He held on to that title belt for so long until he was finally dethroned by Raji. And now the belt currently around the waist of one Wizard Boz, our third ever and only. 3 people have ever held it, World Heavyweight Champion. As he looks for his next contender, could it be Raji seeking a rematch again? Or will someone else step up to the plate? I think this match will definitely go in the right direction in trying to paint a picture for the future of the main event of CPW right here, as Grem tries to work his way back up to get a rematch for his World Heavyweight Championship reign. And of course, Domino, always the favorite when it comes to the henchmen of the corporate team here at CPW. Thaddeus the boss, Eric Bischoff the general manager, and the like. They've been starving for Domino to get that World Heavyweight title around his waist ever since the inception of CPW, which has not happened yet. And Grem with a really quickie roll up there, almost pulls one over on Domino, but he's not falling for it this quickly in the match. If Grem can pick up a solid win here over Domino, that'll be really good for his future looking forwards, and an attempt to get a world title rematch. But if Domino can pin the first ever World Heavyweight Champion here tonight, I think we won't hear the end of it from Thaddeus and his entourage in trying to get Domino in the hot seat to get a crack at Wizard Boz in that world title, that's for sure. A lot riding on this match right here. And here comes Grem rolling Domino into the pizza roll. No bridge, though. No pinfall. Of course, the wild card in all of this right now is Cassidy Ryan. As Grem hits the double arm DDT, the Cowabunga plunge on Domino goes right into the cover, but it might be too early, I think. Oh, he almost got it, though, surprisingly. I think Grem thought he might have had it won there. But Domino able to kick out of the finisher. But yes, the wild card in all of this situation is Cassidy Ryan, who has taken it upon himself, almost taking it personally, to try to put Grem on the injured reserve list permanently, retiring him for good here at CPW with a lot of harsh words about putting Grem into the ground so that we never see him ever again. But then when Grem finally confronts him face to face, Cassidy Ryan turns tail and hightails it out of the arena. Very strange situation there. But knowing Cassidy Ryan, he's not done with his antics against Grem. That is for sure. I'm actually surprised we don't see Cassidy Ryan in some capacity for this match, because he would surely find this a perfect opportunity to troll Grem in some capacity. Grem now getting back body dropped by Domino out of the corner. And Grem just a little bit quicker than the big man, the big corporate champion, God's favorite asshole, as they dubbed him. Grem now going into the quick roll-up here. Trying once again to try to get a fast win over Domino. And it looks like they're trying to reset the pace, reset the momentum a little bit. We'll see who wins out on that strategy. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be Grem who hits the pizza punch. Look at this. Look at the crowd in the background going pizza, 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 like it's Little Caesars. Nails Domino, goes for the cover, and gets it. I can't believe it. Grem has just defeated Domino here tonight. After the pizza punch, the crowd got behind it, and there's Grem still. No! Son of a bitch. There he is. We knew he was back there. Look at... Someone get out here. Someone get out here. What the hell is going... Cassidy Ryan coming out here. Cassidy Ryan was back there waiting. Grem picking up the win here tonight over Domino, but Cassidy Ryan is not going to let him have a moment's breath to recover from that win. And look at this, going straight in here to take out Grem, everyone's favorite hero here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Almost trying to injure him there with that cross arm breaker. But Grem still having the stamina after fighting through Domino to fight off this ambush from Cassidy Ryan. And here comes Grem off the middle rope. Nice move there. Hitting the Canadian Destroyer. I'm not sure. I don't know how Grem has the stamina or the strength to be able to fight Cassidy Ryan off here, but he is standing tall over him right now at least. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. Cassidy Ryan now obviously trying to get the sneak attack barrage in and do what he can with his evil deeds and heelish tactics. And now
you just made the list!
Well, Grem has made Cassidy Ryan's list, that's for sure. Powerbomb in the ring, but Grem gets right back up to his feet. I guess the shell cushioned the blow. Chop block. Cassidy Ryan just targeting any extremities that he can. Oh my God, he's taking the turnbuckle pad off. He's legitimately trying to put Grem on the injured list here. Grem needs to turn around. Uh-oh, he might be in big trouble here. Well, Grem fighting off. I think he knew that that steel buckle was exposed. Cassidy Ryan was going to no doubt use it. And now we've just got ourselves a post-match brawl at this point. Grem wisely rolling out of the ring to avoid any whatever game plan Cassidy Ryan has, and a nice suplex from Cassidy Ryan. And now he's got, he's got a finisher locked. He is on the prowl on Grem. Oh no, not this. Rear naked choke. Oh, he's just choking him out. Look at that. I hope he's happy with himself. Cassidy Ryan just choking Grem out after he had to survive a match against Domino first of all. And Cassidy Ryan gets the last laugh tonight, defeating Grem, and I guess you could say a defeat in a brawl after Grem had to survive a match against Domino. Crazy.
You suck.
Damn you, Cassidy Ryan. Damn you. Hello, everybody. Did you think that we were going to have a QuakeCon show without your favorite heavyweight champion of all time, your boy from Arkansas, from A-Town, Rod himself, the second ever world heavyweight? By the way, Wizard Boss, I'm title belt back, so you basically keep it warm for me, just like the warm feeling I have in the bottom of my right now, even after I dropped a bomb in the room toilet before oh man, I gotta, maybe I'll go to Wizard Boss's locker room next and drop a next and break his bowl, and maybe, you know what, maybe I'll even to Asterial's toilet bowl and drop a bomb in her toilet bowl to destroy all the toilets here tonight. That's what I did at Quake several years ago, since all happens to be about on in my trip, riding along Pat Peters in his car down there and coming. We had a lot of conversations in that car down there back, talking the history of Croakitoad, Zom Chicken before that. Yeah, I just dropped that name down. We were talking about all the good old times, the good old days, that's for sure. It made me think about something. While Wizard Boss is the world heavyweight champion right now, I had an idea come up in my head, and this actually involved him, because he was actually at QuakeCon. I almost said CroakCon. That would have. But tonight, drop down a challenge, just like you surprises and some toilet bowls backstage to every single one of you in the backstage area tonight who is at QuakeCon. This, I want you all to come out here on in the event.
Nothing but the... what the fuck was that?
I'll tell you what the fuck it was. It's a drop and challenge to everybody who was at Quake last weekend in a giant big battle match, and we'll see who the QuakeCon 2025 is. That means Wizard Boss, world heavyweight champion. Obviously, that the Big Biscuit, the heavyweight champion. That also means Gumby Vince, you Tad Peters. If we can take a look. Day stalking and harassing Celestia for 2 seconds. And then who else was there? Oh yeah, Rogue was down. So yeah, we'll have a few people in this QuakeCon 2025 battle later on, and I'm challenging all of you later on tonight to come here and meet the Big Biscuit of this ring, and we'll see who this one is to be the champion of QuakeCon 2025 here. And then after I'm the last, everybody, that I am getting my rematch for you, Wizard Boss, that world heavyweight title. Now hit back there and Okay, we've got Alicia versus Chrono here. Wait. What? Who's that? For the first time in 2 months, is that who I think it is? Joining Alicia at ringside in a rematch from last Tuesday. Is that Jennifer? Is that Alicia's mother has come back to CPW out of nowhere? We were about to have a one-on-one showdown here between Alicia and Chrono in a rematch from last Tuesday. And it looks like the whole reason why this match started last Tuesday has actually arrived, as Jennifer is here. Jennifer is back after that 3-on-1 beatdown we saw her take from Linky, Connie, and Chrono back at Beach Brawl. She is actually back after 2 months, and it looks like she has recovered enough to be here at ringside to watch her daughter Alicia go against Chrono, the last person left on the list who put Jennifer out on the injured reserve list, put her in the hospital for 2 months. And we saw, I believe it was Alicia taking the L last Tuesday against Chrono. Chrono was able to survive that ambush. I believe it was in the parking lot last Tuesday. Chrono was able to survive it, but is he going to survive this match here, knowing that Jennifer is out here at ringside to watch this match up close and personally? As we know, Connie got put into the casket and sent back to Hyrule, the lands of Hyrule. Linky losing his match in his feud against Miles and going back to Hyrule to try to figure out where that casket went. Probably buried somewhere next to Ganon's tower somewhere, so he's on a quest to go find his friend. So he's not currently in CPW right now. And so, you know, Chrono's the last one left. Source Speed, the last person left of that trio that tried to fight the Miles Madness. And so far, Shadow Chrono has been able to overturn all attempts of them to try to get revenge, and he's done a good job at it. But I guess it is good to see Jennifer back, even if she's not competing tonight. She has come out here out of nowhere, surprising and shocking us all, being healthy enough to walk out here and support. Oh, look at these chops. The Chrono chops here. Oh, he feinted her. He feinted her. The rapid fire super spin choppy chops in the corner, and then the last minute troll from Shadow Chrono catching Alicia off guard while she was tucked in the corner, but then she kicks him in the side of the head. We'll see if Shadow Chrono can once again outsmart Alicia 2 weeks in a row, even with Jennifer watching at ringside. Or will Alicia finally be able to come back and get a measure of revenge here? Or will it have to be Jennifer herself to get healthy enough to climb back into the ring and face Shadow Chrono herself? We shall see how this one plays out here tonight, as standard rules apply. Alicia doing a little taunting on the outside, Chrono doing a little taunting on the inside, and there you see Jennifer again going for that turnbuckle pad. We'll see if that comes into use in this match. And for those that couldn't decipher the Raji language earlier when he came out here and talked to all of us, basically what Raji said is that since QuakeCon just happened last Tuesday, or over the weekend rather, he has challenged everybody who is at QuakeCon into a main event QuakeCon 2025 Battle Royal later on, which also includes the World Heavyweight Champion Wizard Boz, his primary target, but will also include Tad Peters, Gumby Vince, and Rogue as well. So that should be an interesting match to see how that one plays out when all of those guys are crammed into the ring who are all at QuakeCon over the weekend. That will be our main event match of the evening coming up later on. Alicia set and ready with a finisher. Gonna go for the up and over. Ooh. Up and over lung blower on Shadow Chrono. Going for the cover now. But he immediately kicks out. Alicia just stomping away at Chrono. just like they all stomped away at Jennifer 2 months ago and severely injured her before finally crunching her through a table. All's fair in war, I guess, here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Alicia up and over with the alley-oop on Chrono, who kips up to his feet. I'm sure Chrono's health bar has, Chrono's injured bar has started to take over his stamina now in this match. He might need a first aid kit. If he can maybe find a chain gun under, a chain grapple gun under the ring, that would certainly help him, or maybe a rope gun. Perhaps a toasted marshmallow would heal all of his health bar right now. Almost gets a 3 on Alicia out of nowhere there. 2.9. And look at this. Jennifer with some choice words to Shadow Chrono, distracting him from this match. Probably telling him, I remember what you did 2 months ago and I'm back. We shall see if that actually helps him in this match or not. Alicia sending him into the corner. Chrono with the reversal. He's going to back it up and come back with a big running lariat, taking Alicia out of the corner. And now Chrono going to go to the top. He could be going for supersonic spin dash off the top, and he does. Look at that. Only 2 people in all of CPW can do that move, and we've seen them both in action tonight. Chrono now, after the finishing maneuver, almost gets it, but Alicia powers the shoulder out. Chrono sending Alicia to the other side. Oh, look at that. Nice back splash onto Alicia, crunching her into the bottom of the corner. Now Chrono's catching his breath, letting his stamina bar fill back up. He doesn't want to try climbing any rocks or side of any mountains right now until that stamina bar is full. And he's got Alicia up, but no, she counters out of it and rolls him straight up with both legs hooked. But Chrono gets out of that predicament. Toe kick on Chrono, and he comes back. Nice neck breaker after coming off the ropes. Alicia stunned down in the mat. 1, 2, and Chrono has done it again. Even with Jennifer's return to CPW, Chrono has once again outsmarted Alicia. I don't know how he's doing it, but he is doing it. Shadow Chrono, again with a big dub tonight. 2 weeks in a row over Alicia. I'm guessing Jennifer herself is going to have to step into the ring and try to get some revenge against him.
You know, I've seen over 14 million possible futures, and at this rate, none of them end well for you.
You just made the list!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Final Testament. From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 243 pounds, Psycho T. And his opponent from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Extreme Hardcore Champion, Jess Moxie.
Well, I feel like this is kind of like the feud that keeps on rolling here at the top of the hardcore title division for sure, as we have Jess Moxie, our current reigning hardcore champion, two-time hardcore champion, and Psycho T, the #1 contender still, even after coming out of a losing effort back at Scars and Stripes. He still seems to be at the top of the ranks to once again get another crack at Jess Moxie in that title belt. This, of course, is non-title here tonight, so we'll see if Psycho T gets a big win. He definitely needs it over Jess Moxie to really stay at the top of the heap and remain #1 contender, because there's a lot of other hungry, hardcore competitors out there that definitely want to take a shot at Jess Moxie's title belt, that's for sure. So Psycho T desperately needs a win here tonight to really drive one home. What is that? Oh, I saw a Nope sign featuring Dean Ambrose, or whatever his actual name is, I forgot, in the crowd. Obviously a fan of Jess Moxie, who's good friends with Dean Ambrose outside of CPW. I guess that's a smart fan, I guess you could call it. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here tonight on another episode of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. We'll have details for the special event at the end of August. The pay-per-view event, special event for August. Details for that will be coming up after tonight's show, as there are definitely some really heavy storylines going into the month of August, as we've already seen, and not to give any spoilers, but what we will see. John Moxley, that's the one. Yep, sorry, had a brain fart there. And up and over the ropes goes Psycho T, throat first over that top ring rope. So yeah, you can expect to see details about the August pay-per-view special event in our Discord server after tonight's show, including some matches that will already be booked for the event. So that's going to be really exciting, as Jess Moxie just hammering away at Psycho T in the corner. Just letting him have it. And now just a little bit of a stare down here. Jess Moxie kind of catching his... Uh-oh. And there's the claw of Psycho T being utilized, clamped right on to the face of Jess Moxie. And now Psycho T's, oh, look at this, using the claw again. Look at this, just squeezing that metallic claw with the sharp fingertips that could easily slice and dice, as we've seen in about 25 different movies. Oh my God, Jess Moxie didn't like that too much and fires back with some hard elbow shots, driving them into the head of Psycho T, but he's able to power out. And now Jess Moxie in control. He's going to go for that. Oh, another stiff elbow shot to the back of the dome. That will hurt you no matter how big you are. And Psycho T again powering out. Jess Moxie are disagreeing with the ref's call there, thinking he might have had it. Let's see who wins out on this exchange. Psycho T first with a toe kick. And it's got him up in powerbomb position, and simple powerbomb right on the Croakitoad logo. Psycho T hooking the leg. He thinks he had it there, but Jess Moxie showing the wherewithal and the resiliency of being hardcore champion of CPW. Once again kicking out of that predicament and slipping out of this one. Driving Psycho T's head into the mat. The fedora stays on all the time, 24 hours a day. Never comes off. Jess Moxie finisher locked and ready. What's he got in mind here? Another stun gun over the top rope. Psycho T back to his feet and does not win out on that exchange, but does reverse and hit a chop block. These two guys too busy going after one another to really exit the ring and really utilize, well, never mind. Now we're on the outside of the ring. And Psycho T again with another reversal and drives Jess Moxie's skull into the mat. Oh, this is standard rules apparently. Okay, well, there you go. I was totally expecting hardcore extreme rules for this match, but, you know, sometimes you get some surprises. Oh, my God, elevated flatliner by Psycho T on the outside. Jess Moxie face first into the ringside pads and then gets basically thrown into the steel steps. And a Samoan drop on the outside into these toxic fields out on the outside of the ring of Tuesday Night Toxic, and Jess Moxie just getting hammered. This is exactly what Psycho T needs here to completely decimate the hardcore champion tonight in this non-title match to really show. Oh my God, we're up to an 8 count, by the way. Oh my God, Psycho T might be trying to do this tactic, and I think he's going to win. Is he going to leave the ring? No, he doesn't. Psycho T completely trolls Jess Moxie tonight in standard rules with a countout, and Psycho T will win by countout tonight. He not only beats the champion on title, but does it from countout. Man, now that is like throwing egg in the face of the hardcore champion. Wow. Wow, I love how the game has finally registered that Psycho T and Jess Moxie are now enemies. You don't think, 2K, you don't think.
everyone, it is me, the current reigning CPW Women's Champion, and I just wanted to come out here and say how amazing it is that I am the first and only person to ever win the Women's Championship 2 times, but not without a lack of trying from one Ash Stereo in the backstage area, who probably wants another shot.
I'm sorry? Did you mention my name? Yes, you're right. I do want another shot at that title. How about we do it right here tonight? What do you think, Spinny?
Nah, we'll save it for pay-per-view.
What? Okay. Well, apparently they want to get it on, but Spinny, the champion, says, nope, not tonight. Okay, well, I mean, that's a smart strategy from the champion. I mean, if you think about it, that's smart. Oh, God, I'm hearing that our next segment involves one Tad Peters. Oh, dear God. What is he up to this week?
The following is scheduled for one
What
making her way to the ring.
is that?
Representing the undead from parts unknown, Lily.
What? What? That's... Why is that coming out to Celestia's song?
And her opponent, representing the undead from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 239 pounds, Ted Peters!
What on earth is going on tonight at CPW? What is this? Apparently, okay, so it's not Tad Peters because Tad Peters is in the match. What is this thing he's wrestling tonight that came out to Celestia's theme song? I am so confused right now. Obviously, to all of us, this is just some kind of weird doll, voodoo doll or some kind, really strange looking, that he is wrestling tonight. I have no idea what's going on right now. Hopefully we get some answers. I'm hearing some fans in the front row scream that this is the actual alien baby that he is wrestling tonight. I mean, is that what came out of Tad Peters' womb already? I thought he was just merely pregnant right now. I don't know if that's the plot unfolded or not, but whatever it is, we are witness. Wow, okay, this giant life-size voodoo doll that looks, I mean, I got kind of, I mean, no, not even kind of, not even in the same realm or reality as Celestia, but still came out to her theme song. I am just so shocked right now. Nevertheless, Tad Peters is wrestling this giant voodoo doll that apparently was discovered at Bleasdale Farmhouse or Tanglewood Drive somewhere. Those are two places that I'm sure Tad Peters frequents outside of CPW. He finally picked up the wrong voodoo doll and brought it back to CPW because, you know, hashtag dead zone. But the fact that it came out to Celestia's theme song and actually had the same manners and characteristics as Celestia, if you notice that. When Celestia comes out to the ring, she's got her patented, you know, point in the air. She points her finger in the air, comes down a certain way. This doll did exactly the same thing and had the same theme song. I know I'm like deep diving into this like iceberg style, but I don't know. This seems really strange to me. In the weird, perverse world of Tad Peters, I mean, there's no telling what is happening here. And hopefully we get some answers because I think everyone is just kind of shocked to see what they're seeing right now. Oh, here's Tad with a trap suplex connecting on this giant life-size doll. And he's got a finisher locked in. Is he going to go for the zombie maker? And look at those hair. Look at that hair twirling around. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the long hair. And he hits his finishing maneuver on this giant voodoo doll. That's the zombie maker. Is it enough, though? I don't think so. No. Tad wrestling this. It makes me wonder now. We're going to start deep diving into this a little bit. Is this... We all see what is happening here before our very eyes because we're perfectly sane individuals watching this, whether you're on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube right now. But through the eyes of one as demented and psychotically insane as Tad Peters, does he see the same thing we're seeing? Could it be that what we're seeing isn't what Tad is experiencing right now? I don't know. I'm just kind of like trying to open some cans here, some Coke soda cans here, and try to digest what is. I mean, we got to come up with some answers here. Really makes you think about what's happening here. Or could it be something as simple as, you know, maybe this is the alien baby. I don't know. That lore just kind of got thrust into this whole situation. But nevertheless, Tad is now stunned, allowing this giant doll to attack him. And she goes for the shoulder breaker. Even the doll's going for shoulder breakers. And now goes for the cover. But Tad kicks out and rolls out of the ring to get away from this doll, but has no problem walking straight up towards it. Tad has showed no signs of being disgusted or running away or scared of this doll at all. In fact, he has been rather touchy-grabby on this doll ever since the start of this match. In no way has he shown any kind of emotional attitude that any normal person would ever have, having to see this thing in this match. Oh my goodness. And off the top rope. Hits almost gets the win there. That does the doll off the top rope. I mean, any normal person would probably be frightened or run away or really question what is happening. But Tad has just acted like this is completely normal. Very interesting. Going for the feet on the middle ring rope and goes for the capture suplex again and throws her up and over. He may be going for the Zombie Maker finisher once more. No, guides this doll to the corner. Oh, that's what he was. Look, he's dancing with the doll. What normal person, what normal say? No, he's not going to kiss. He kissed it. He kissed it. Tad Peters just kissed it right in the mouth. Right in the mouth. Tongues were touched. Tongues were touched. And he wins. Tad Peters has just defeated this. I don't know what is happening. What? And Tad has just won. And oh, look who's out here. It's not Celestia. Celestia's here. What? Oh, she's... What is this? Celestia trying to talk to this doll, and there was a stare down there. I am shocked Celestia came out here, and she did not look happy. So what is this about? We now know that that doll, you know, if we try to tackle all kinds of storyline solutions here, that doll is not actually Celestia. We saw Celestia come out here. She looks normal. She looks regular. So what is happening now? That eliminates a few results, but also adds more. I'm very curious what this is all about. We'll have to tune in next Tuesday to find out more about this ongoing saga between Tad Peters and Celestia. Wild, man. Wild.
You just made the list!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the unholy union from your darkest fears. Weighing in at 231 pounds, the International Champion, Madman Clown. And his opponent from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 302 pounds, Rock Hardcore Me!
No, you.
All right, we go from one very weird situation we just saw here in the ring where Tad Peters literally wrestled a life-size giant voodoo doll that seemed to try to be Celestia, but it wasn't Celestia because Celestia came out and confronted it face-to-face to our international champion Azarain as he continues his war against the giant man of rock-heartedness, Mr. Rock Hard Meat, in this one-on-one contest. The last time these two were together alone in the ring, there were a lot of shenanigans going down. There were like 3 pinfalls, 2 submissions. The title never changed hands when it should have, and Azarain completely trolled the game to the point where it actually crashed the entire game. He refused to give up the international title so badly. He actually had enough magical sorcery and power to actually crash the entire system to prevent it from happening and steal that title belt around his waist. Rock Hard Meat definitely has a gripe about that. But what can you do when this evil sorcerer, this evil madman clown can literally do whatever he wants with the powers that he has here at CPW to keep that title around his waist? In a way, this is a little bit of revenge and payback for Rock Hard Meat to get his hands on the clown one more time tonight. Or will it be Azarain trolling and laughing his way maniacally to another win as he has found his next victim here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling? In a way, I feel bad for Rock Hard Meat because he came back after such a long hiatus just to step back into the forefront of Azarain. Talk about bad timing. But he does have an opportunity to eventually maybe get that international title from around the waist of the Madman Clown as he just completely stomps a mud hole into the Rock Hard Meat right now. And gets a 2 count. Pops him and turns him around, side Russian leg sweep into the octopus stretch. And now he's trying to stretch out that meat. Stretch that meat out. Tenderize that meat as much as he can, but Rock Hard Meat's going to power out of that. It's a good thing he saved it. Otherwise, he would have lost his progress before that move. Tries to go for the move. Azarain slips out of it. Utilizing his smaller stature and his speed to his advantage against the rock-hearted one. And Azarain throwing Bag back into the ring. As we know, our main event of the evening tonight will be a match created by Raji, a QuakeCon 2025 Battle Royal where everyone who is at QuakeCon will be in the ring. Even that sick, demented weirdo Tad Peters will be back later tonight. Oh no. Azarain loves doing this move. He is about to kick Rock Hard Meat and the Geodudes. No, don't do it. No! He did that move back at Scars and Stripes, trolling Rock Hard Meat when he refused to give up the international title belt, and he does it again here tonight. But Rock Hard Meat somehow, his lizards were not crushed by that move in the corner. Legardo. Legardo. Has a rain. Going for the stomps again. Keeping Rock Hard Meat grounded. And, you know, I hate to say this, but Azarine is actually looking quite good in this match here. I don't think Rock Hard Meat was expecting the champion to come out pistons firing as much as he has, and he's going to go for that stretch again. Look at this. He is trying to completely twist and contort. Wait, did he win? Okay, I guess he tapped out, and Azarine has just won. And he will celebrate it with a last left. Wait, no. The match is over. And Azarine, this crazy psychopath,
You just made the list!
adds insult to injury on Rock Hard Meat tonight. And comes back in and stomps him while he's down. Azarine, with his trolley tactics, gets one again over Rock Hard Meat. Eventually, his luck's going to run out, and the Rock Hard Meat is going to come in, and he's going to smash him.
Hey, old friends. It has been a while, I know. But I have returned to CPW tonight to let you in on a giant secret that will be coming soon to the lands of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I know it's been a while since you've seen me here on the show, and for good reason. I have been off being a family man, raising a child, doing those duties. You know what they say in the old Street Fighter days? Go home and be a family man. Well, you know what, mates? I did. I did that. I lived it, and now I'm back, and I'm ready to take the fight back to all of you across the land of CPW. Now, when you last saw me, I was in the midst of a new program that I introduced to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. And we all know, if you know anything about me, Leo Reigns, my history on bad knuckle fighting and fisting, not like that, not the morsel type of fisting, but the actual hard-hitting, man-to-man, gentlemanly brawls that I've always grown up and been accustomed to. I'm bringing those to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Now, unfortunately, my time as being a husband and a father cut that time short, but I am back here to tell you all that I am introducing it once again, and this time it's for real. In fact, for those of you that have actually taken the time to actually look hard at the CPW website, you'll notice that there's another title that is to be announced, and it is called the Iron Knuckle Championship. And I am the one responsible that at the top of the helm. And what I'll tell you is that this new division will feature the most hardest hitting, the powerful punches, the biggest KDFs that you will ever see, featuring my fists, starting as a starting foundation to this new division at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I'm excited to introduce this to you all. This isn't just your normal wrestling match, let me tell you. This is about punching each other in the face, whatever it takes to knock each other out completely until the other man cannot respond. And you know what? I'll do one even further. Since CPW is the land of opportunity and no discriminations. I'll also say this as a giant spoiler alert, because I know there's a lot of women in the back who think they may have what it takes to go toe-to-toe with someone like me in this brand new division. You know what? If you are man, lady, lass, child, freak show, or voodoo doll as we saw a few matches ago, I don't care. Come to the ring, meet me in this new underground fight division that we will be introducing, and I'll take you on toe-to-toe, man-to-man, and we will find out who will become the new and first ever Iron Knuckle Champion. No ring ropes, no pinfalls, no submissions, just complete knockouts. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, I thrive on the wheel of competition. And I know there's a lot of you in the back that are hungering for competition. And let me tell you, I will give it to you. Meet me if you think you have what it takes and sign up for this new division as CPW Iron Knuckle Style. I'll see you soon inside this ring. Without ring ropes, of course. And you'll see the fists do the talking.
And his opponent, representing the Alpha Academy from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 244 pounds, the Internet's television champion, Hunter.
All right, we've got an interesting contest here. We've got Ryan Matthews, who's been trying to find his footing in any kind of really title division here in CPW. Just trying to work his way into somewhere where he possibly can, all while amidst just trying to troll Spike Ryan in the meantime, because, you know, that's something that he'll never forget, probably. Ruining his entire plan of the, you know, the, what was it, the, oh, yeah, that's what it was. The Punk Bitch Challenge. Yeah, I've almost forgot the name of it. Yeah, I remember Ryan Matthews challenging all these random people that used to come out here and wanted to be aspiring wrestlers to be signed to a CPW contract, and Ryan Matthews would just come out here and just decimate them in what he would call the Punk Bitch Challenge, and then Spike Ryan ruined that for him. And ever since, it's been kind of a little bit of a rivalry between the two, on and off again, of course. But since then, Ryan Matthews trying to just kind of find his place in CPW and see where he can fit in. And tonight is a huge golden opportunity for him. If he can beat Feats here tonight, non-title, I mean, I could see Ryan Matthews going straight to the top when it comes to the television title division. Feats currently having held the belt for a long time now. I was actually shocked to see how long Feats has been the champion. As a matter of fact, he's had the TV title for quite some time. And of course, his recent backstory involves trying to keep Roxas away from his title belt. Roxas and his Autobots, his Cody Rhodes Auto Rox bots that he's been trying to employ to help him to get that title away from him. So far, he's done a great job in turning Roxas away from getting the title belt. But as with every other title division in CPW, once you turn away one challenger, there's going to be another 4 or 5 ready to get their spot and try to get that belt around their waist too. So this is a perfect example of that. Here in our semi-main event of the night, by the way, only one match remaining, and we know what that is. Coming up next, Ryan Matthews doing his best here to try to squeeze the oxygen out of the TV champion, but Feats able to ear clapper his way out of that, hits a running lariat. And a back body drop as Feats tries to get his comeback in here. Spine buster to seal the deal on that exchange. And there is the... We've seen Feats actually win with that submission maneuver, actually, but Ryan Matthews was close to the ring ropes to break it off immediately, so no damage was done. So far, back and forth match, very hard hitting, and here comes one. Ryan Matthews patented moves, the ripcord lariat, turning him inside out. Feats going spinning through the air. Leg hooked by Ryan Matthews, but the TV champion is going to kick out here in this non-title matchup. Ryan Matthews showing a little bit of frustration there. Felt like he had it, but Feats has been one hell of a champion, turning away challengers left and right, especially Roxas and his robots, to say the least. And there goes Feats, dropping Ryan Matthews and quickly tucking him in for the pin, but not quite enough. Ooh, diving headbutt. Feet's skull smacking to Ryan Matthews. I'm not sure who got damaged more on that exchange. Feet's trying to get in control here. Ryan Matthews slips down the shoulders. He's got him. We got just a Benny Hill of exchange fireman's carry positions there off the ropes. Feets misses the rebound and they smack into each other. Ryan Matthews wins the exchange, but Feet slips over the shoulder, hits the chop block. Math done today marks a tie with my title reign. Next week means he's second longest ever. Are we talking about the Kappa Championship with Aiden Gallagher? Or who are we talking about? We're talking about Feats in the TV title? Feats up and over, back body drop. That's the great thing about going to !CPW in the Twitch chat. You can go to the Croakitoad Pro Wrestling webpage, check out the title histories, and get a bunch of other links about information about what we do here every Tuesday. If this is your first time here watching us live on Twitch or Kick, or checking us out on YouTube. Here comes Ryan Matthews again, the inside out lariat. Completely decimating Feats, but is it enough as the referee slaps him in the face for the 1-2? Feats still alive in this thing. Numerous stomping. Ryan Matthews just going to town on the stomps on Feats while he's down. And Feet slips over the shoulder once again. Another chop block, trying to take the leg out from underneath Ryan Matthews. And he's going to go for that submission again. He's got the leg and the neck cinched in there. I'm surprised this isn't a rope break. The referee not calling for it. Ryan Matthews refusing to give up nevertheless. Almost like a variation of the Tequila Sunrise there a little bit, although not exact. That's the first thing I think of when I see that interesting submission move from Feats that he's utilized a lot. Ryan Matthews grabbing the toe kick, spins him around. And again, just a lot of jockeying for position between these two. Oh, here we go. What is this? Feats, oh, up and over. Nice move there. Nail in the coffin. From the gut wrench and drags him away from the ring ropes. Nice ring awareness from the champion to bring him away from the ropes and goes for the cover and gets it. Feats once again manages to get through another victory here at CPW. Ryan Matthews, try as he may. It was a great back and forth match, and they always are with Ryan Matthews, but Feats again picking up the win, proving why he is the TV champion.
You just made the list!
How many lists do you have? You're going to run out of pages. All right, coming up next is our main event of the evening. It's going to be a QuakeCon Battle Royal main event match challenged by Raji earlier. We heard him on the microphone between all the farting on the mic. He laid this challenge down to everybody who was at QuakeCon over the weekend. They're all about to come out here and do battle in this Battle Royal main event. Oh, God. Of course.
The following is a 5-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring, representing the undead from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at
Haven't we had enough of this guy tonight?
239 pounds.
He comes out here wrestling a giant voodoo doll that scares everyone, scares half the viewers on Twitch away, and then he kisses it, and then he beats it, and then he comes out of here again.
And his opponents, first, representing two-man power trip from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 237 pounds, Rose! And from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 150 pounds, Juan B. Vince. And from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 344 pounds, Jeremy Moore. Texas, weighing in at 243 pounds, the men's World Heavyweight Champion, the Witch Doctor, Bob!
You just made the list!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get it on. This is our main event of the evening. It is officially a QuakeCon Battle Royal match. There are no pins, there are no submissions. People are gonna fly out of the ring. That's the only way to win until there's only one man standing. And you see Wizard Boz and Raji going straight after one another. And what you'll notice is that all 5 of these individuals were at QuakeCon from Wednesday to Sunday, streaming live on Twitch from QuakeCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas. And they are here live on this Tuesday post-QuakeCon in our main event Battle Royal match, a match challenged by Raji. He said, everyone that was at QuakeCon, get back out here in the main event. We're going to see who's the last man standing. And this is what we got. Featuring the World Heavyweight Champion of CPW, Wizard Boz himself. And there's the Big Biscuit going after Tad, and then Gumby Vince, who's going to have a tough time manhandling the Big Biscuit in this one. Needless to say, this is going to be a pretty interesting match to see how it pans out. Obviously, Raji's got the advantage being the size that he is, but that doesn't always guarantee a win. So we'll see how. Uh-oh, Tad Peters the first one in trouble here. Look at this, the teamwork from Raji and Dustin. Raji and Dustin working together to try and eliminate Tad Peters first, and he hangs on, almost getting eliminated. Unbelievable. And now it's Tad and Raji colliding as Gumby Vince laying on the ropes on the right side of the ring. And now Rogue and Wizard Boz going at it. Raji targeting Gumby Vince again as Wizard Boz tries to clock him from behind. Remember, Wizard Boz won the World Heavyweight title from Raji. So they've got a lot of history right now. Wizard Boz going for Tad Peters now. But he fights out of that powerbomb predicament. Gumby Vince just trying the best he can here against the lumbering Raji. Uh-oh, Tad in trouble by Wizard Boz. But he comes right back into the ring. Second time, Tad has almost been narrowly eliminated from this over-the-top Battle Royal. And now Rogue's got Gumby Vince. Gumby Vince fighting off the shoulders. And a little bit of team. Uh-oh, Rogue might be in trouble here. Hanging on to the top ring rope, but he climbs back in. Wizard Boz working on Tad Peters now. Every man for himself. Uh-oh, Gumby Vince. Ooh, almost get popped out of the ring. And look at this teamwork. Wizard Boz and Raji now working together to try to take out. And now teamwork from Tad Peters and Wizard Boz. This truly shows every man for himself in this QuakeCon 2025 Battle Royal. Nice move for, oh my God, Tad Peters gets launched by the Big Biscuit, almost flying out of the ring. As Boz gets dropped face for, uh-oh. Oh no, Raji trying to eliminate Tad Peters first out of this match. Is he going to succeed? And, oh, shoulder breaker from Gumby Vince on the Rogue. Raji trying to kick Tad off the ropes. Is he gonna do it? No. Everyone's still alive in this. Oh my God, the big boy getting thrown, but hangs on for dear life. Not yet, quite yet eliminated. And now Rogue tried to go in for the elimination on Gumby Vince, but he caught it before it could happen. And there's Raji with the Oklahoma Slam on Rogue, pancaking him into the mat. And now this match definitely now taking its toll on these 5 competitors. As Tad takes Raji, puts him up against the ropes. He is trying to eliminate this big guy. I don't think he can do it by himself. Gumby Vince is going to have to help him. No, that didn't go anywhere. Oh my God, he gets haymakered. Gumby Vince working on Rogue. Wizard Boz completely stunned. And Boz gets DDT'd by Gumby Vince and a knee drop. And now Tad and Raji. Oh! Variational cutter. Wizard Boz, the world champion. Oh my God, Wizard. No! And Wizard Boz got eliminated by Gumby Vince. Huge upset there. And then Wizard Boz got trolled from behind right after. Hilarious. Was that Raji who did that? It happened so quick. Raji. Uh-oh. Rogue now working on. No! Rogue takes out the big biscuit. But I think it was Raji who eliminated Boz while his back was turned. And now we are left with this interesting finale here of QuakeCon attendees in our main event, Tad Peters and Rogue. Who will win? This is where QuakeCon started 12 years ago. This is how it started. It was Rogue convincing Tad Peters to come to QuakeCon to begin with. How poetic that it ends like this. The origins of QuakeCon here in our main event tonight as Rogue going to town on Tad Peters, and Celestia is probably loving this, watching backstage, because this further increases her lore about the whole alien baby, all that nonsense. 4-star matchup here. 2 people left in this over-the-top battle royal. And we shall see who walks out the win here tonight to end off our show. And Rogue gets thrown into the corner. Tad Peters, oh my, no! This does not help my argument at all! No! No! Celestia is not watching. Celestia is not watching. No! That does not help my argument at all. No! No! That's not what happened. That's not what happened last weekend. That's not what happened last weekend. That is not what happened last weekend. Damn you, Tad Peters, in the video game. No! What are you doing? I can't believe that actually happened in this match in the final moments of our show tonight. And also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed, we have 69 Twitch viewers right now. So, yeah, it's almost like poetic. All the stars aligned. That happened. 69 viewers. Yeah, okay. Sure. Whatever. It was destined to be. Uh-oh, Tad Peters in trouble. No! And it's signified. We'll work out the win in the QuakeCon 2025 Battle Royal in our main event tonight. Picking up the win. Tad Peters was not the true winner tonight. Well, he kissed, Tad Peters kissed an evil voodoo doll, a scary voodoo doll, and then he kissed an Aperture Science Lab robot that he spent 4 nights in bed with at QuakeCon. So take that with what you will.